Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Limbus Company reaction. Today we have Canto 9 Boss Theme 9, I believe. Yes, 9. I've gotten so confused. Apparently, I've missed one or two. I have to go back for, like, I think 6 I need to do, and there's, like, a part 2s I've got to redo, because I didn't get to those, because those uploaded weird. So I'm just trying to make it through the list, and then I'll bounce back. But as such, my brain is at full max capacity for keeping track of which ones I've done so far. But today I'm going to be listening to number 9, and I wonder if today is going to be the day I finally get something wrong here, because I've gotten so lucky so far, and people have started calling me the Rain Bolt of Limbus Company, which is fucking insane. So I don't know, but I guess we'll have to find out. So without further ado, let's go. There's those vocals again. They love using those. Wait a second. No, that sounded too familiar. What the hell? I swear I've heard that. Have I heard this one? I swear if this... Yeah. I've heard this song. I checked. I haven't done this song. Is this a motif to something then? Related to another character? God, it sounds so familiar. Why the fuck can't I place it? This must have been like another boss theme, and they're like bringing it back or something. Yeah, that's... Oh, shit! I wonder if it's the Millie one. Oh, it's been weeks. Oh, that might be it. I wouldn't remember well enough to recall it. What song? I forgot what the name of it was. It might be. I'm gonna have to check. Ooh. Whatever the, like, vocals going on. That's really cool. It's so subtle in there. It does have that, like, the Millie feel to their bass lines. It's very linear, like stepping down. Oh, is that... Is that the vocal line from... It might be. Yeah. I'm gonna have to check this for sure. This is epic as hell, though. If it's using that as a motif and like, like the bends there, oh man, this is a really cool variant of that. If that is the case. That was an interesting run. Well, I mean, if that is what it is, I'm gonna have to figure that out. If that is what it is, then I feel like I've already done that, you know? I don't know if that wouldn't be fun. That wouldn't be fair. I've already done my piece on that song. I guess I could maybe talk about what the epic energy would add to it. I'm gonna check first. Let me check real quick. This is it. I'm not crazy. Saikai. Okay, it's very different, but like, that's there. The like baseline, the step downs is there. So it's like a take on this theme, it's gotta be. All right, so as you guys just saw, I did go and check, and I think that some of it is in there. I think the bass line I was talking about is in there. The stuff that was like more obvious to me in the second half was, I think, in there, but that first motif I was hearing must be from something else, because that's not the same thing at all. So I'm sitting here like, what the fuck is that? It's probably a different theme I've heard before. They love their motifs. I've come across numerous of those through doing these videos, and I love it when they do that, but I don't know what it is with that one, if it's from this event or not, but it feels like it was just familiar enough, which means I probably heard it months ago, potentially, or maybe just a couple weeks ago. My temporary memory is not all that strong, so it's very possible I listened to it 2 weeks ago, and I just don't recall it. But like I was saying at the end of the reaction itself, I don't know if I can actually talk too much about this one, because it does feel mostly like an extension of that other theme of Saikai. So I'm like, okay, there's still definitely some parallels to be drawn there, so it's probably dealing with the same characters. I don't know if this would be the mother figure or the daughter figure, because I know I got that right due to the comments of the last one, so I'm in the ballpark of believing it's one of the two, and this is their theme specifically for this event. And obviously the energy of this one is very different. It's not like they're similar at all. Saikai had a lot more of a tenderness to it, and this one has that really dramatic energy, so I'm not sure if this is like the mother going at you, or if this is like the daughter going at you, and that theme is being reflected. It has to be one of them. If not, I would be absolutely surprised that they would pull in a motif from something like that and then not utilize it in some way. But there is also the slim possibility that it's not at all related, that these two songs were created completely individually, and the bass line they chose just happened to work for the keys that they use, and they just sound familiar enough, because you can only do so much with a bass line, and a lot of the time it's going to be that linear approach. But just like I said with the beginning of the song, that feels like it's something else. That doesn't feel like Saikai at all. It feels like a different theme that I've probably heard in the past, so I probably have heard it, and I'm just recalling it, because that's how the brain works. You recall things you hear after a while. Same thing with smells and other just audiovisual input. The body's sensory input is extremely strong, but at the same time loves to be as vague as fucking possible, and that's why I can't piece together where I've heard specifically that theme, but I was feeling the Saikai stuff especially more in the latter half, so I'm assuming that it has something to do with that relationship. But I do want to talk about that one part in the song. I like those runs I was talking about, because there is a cool relationship going on in there that I thought was just really neat. So that first run I was talking about is cool just because it's really simple, just a run down the white keys from the A to the E. That's it. Fantastic. It's very simple if you double it up, and you have to include the D flat if you do that one, just to keep it within the key, and that sounds beautiful. But the relationship I love is that later in, when we get that again, it does like a chromatic step down from that. Like, this is already kind of chromatic. It's just going straight down the line. But when we get it later in there, it literally just kind of slides down every note in between, including notes that are not within the key of this song. So instead of getting the, we get, I had to really focus on not messing that up there. It's literally every single note from the A to the D flat, just all the way down, constantly working its way down. And then it actually does wrap back up before it gets back into the song, just as a nice way to wrap the whole feel of the track back around. It does that in that earlier section. It's just a good way to ground the line there. It wraps it back to the beginning of the chord structure, so it has a nice home base to go to. I assume that this is probably an A or an A adjacent key. I didn't really do any research into what key it would be. I didn't like try to figure it out that much, but if all these notes are in here, that would kind of track. So I'm gonna figure it's probably in the A, since that would be the tonic there, and that would be the home base for the song, which is why it would wrap back to that note, even though it's also using things not quite in the key. But I think that's about all I can say on this song. Like I said, I already talked about Saikai, and I'm very certain that these are related in some way, shape, or form, if not one-to-one, definitely a tangential relationship. Like if the theme for Saikai was about the daughter, then this one might be about the mother. It feels like that would be the case there. It very well could be the other way around, where this is the daughter and the other one is the mother, and Saikai is like the aftermath of whatever this is. I wouldn't be shocked at that at all. It's how they tend to structure these things, with utilizing motifs to kind of hint at the next thing coming or the thing that you just heard. So it's possible we already learned about the Saikai storyline and that whole relationship, and now we're getting the aftermath of that realization. I'm not sure which case that may be. It's got to be one of the two though, but that other theme is going to bug me. Let me know if you know what the hell that is, if I'm just going crazy, because I feel like I've heard that theme at the very beginning, that like motif with the vocals in there. I swear I've heard that before. It might have been another Millie song even. It just sounds so that, you know, it sounds Millie enough where I'm like, it very well could be like an adaptation of a Millie vocal part that they just threw in there, and it might be related to the characters involved here. I don't know the fucking lore here. I'm doing the best I can here with my box of scraps in a cave. I'm getting little bits, but only after you guys clarify stuff do I know what the actual context of a lot of this is. So let me know if I'm in the ballpark as per usual. But aside from it just sounding like a great version of that song and allowing it to adapt to this more dramatic energy, which I've talked about in excess about these songs, so I'm not going to harp on it, that's about all I got to say. So thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want me to get to another song, I think I've got to do 10 next. I think there were 10 in this game. Again, I'm losing track. I said that at the beginning. Still the case. I'm losing track here. I have to go back to 6. I still got to do I think 1 and 3. I got to like get a list or some shit together so I don't miss anything this time around. But whatever that case is, if you want to follow me and support me, you know how to do all that, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!